lot about. Fox News Alert now. Now we know how much cash we paid to Iran, and Congress will hold a hearing on it tomorrow. The U.S. delivering that money on the same day that Tehran released 4 Americans detained there. The White House admitting the timing of the payment was used as leverage, but insists the money was not ransom. Congressman Sean Duffy, Republican, Wisconsin, will chair tomorrow's hearing. And, sir, good morning to you, and thank you for coming back to our program. Now we know it was $1.7 billion in cash, a mix of Swiss francs and euros and other currencies. What do you think of that now?
Well, so in tomorrow's hearing, you're right, we want to talk about the ransom portion of the payment for the release of the 5 hostages. But what concerns us, Bill, is that we sent around $1.7 billion, and this doesn't go for the good works of the Iranian people. This went to the Iranian military that's harassing our military in the Persian Gulf. What concerns us is the money wasn't sent in their home currency, the real. It's sent to them in a global currency that allows them to fund terrorism, and also with rogue regimes pay them in a global currency that rogue regime can then use. So that's
why, but why would that be?
Well, I think Iran is a tough negotiator. They asked for easily accessible cash, and because Obama wanted a deal, he calculated and sent the lead sponsor of terrorism in the world hard, cold cash that they can use for really bad purposes. But it goes to another point, Bill, too. The original payment that Iran made pre-79 was for $400 million. There is no necessary requirement that we paid interest on that money. It was held in an escrow account. It wasn't bearing interest. Obama ceded the point and sent another $1.3 billion of U.S. taxpayer money on top of the original $400 million. That's of what's so concerning for our committee. And I got to tell you, this should be an open process. So I asked for documents as the chairman of oversight a month ago, and the administration has refused to provide us that documentation. 2 weeks ago, I asked for the DOJ, State, and Treasury to appear at Thursday's hearing. They have denied that request. So now Chairman Henschel, Chairman of Financial Services, is in the process of looking at subpoenaing them to actually come in and testify.
Okay, and that may come next. 2 more points quickly. State Department says this: the form of those principal and interest payments made in non-U.S. currency on screen now in cash was necessitated by the effectiveness of U.S. and international sanctions regimes, suggesting that we were so good you had to give them cold hard cash. And money cannot be traced when it is in the form of cash, as you know. And what President Obama said when this first was revealed is that we did not have an avenue to wire the money. I don't know, do you buy that? Can you find another way to go through a Swiss bank account that you could wire the money through a friendly country and then forward it that way?
If you believe Barack Obama, you also probably believe that if you like your health care and your doctor, you can keep them, and you probably believe that this was not a ransom payment. Of course this payment could have been made through a wire transfer. The Iranians wanted hard, cold cash going to their military to fund their terrorist network and to buy armaments and military technology. They want the cash. Their reserves were depleted. This was now sent to them in a very usable way. I think Obama just ceded the point because of legacy purposes. He wanted a deal done with Iran.
Well, he gave a strong defense, saying that he talks with American families held overseas all the time and would never pay ransom. Never. That's what he said.
Well, you know, I know he said it, but frankly, the $400 million came in on the same day that the 5 hostages were released. And again, we always hear this adage, but it walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. This was a ransom payment. Obama can call it whatever he wants, but no doubt we paid $400 million for the release of our men. And the problem is we made the payment in cash, which you said is untraceable and is used for
might have been $1.7 billion. That was the total figure in the end after 2 more payments went through.
But on that day on the release, it was $400 million. But the total payment already made in cash is $1.7 billion.
The hearing is tomorrow.
1.3 of it in taxpayer money.
Sean Duffy, thank you, Republican of Wisconsin. Watch the hearing tomorrow. Thank you for your time today.